Good morning from Diamond Ale Barbecue. Wanted to document a big cook I've got today. I'm gonna put 2 briskets, 2 pork butts, 2 racks of ribs, some sausage and a turkey breast all on here today for some big holiday weekend cooks that I've got started. Just kind of wanted to show how I've got this thing set up. So I've got the fireboard fan put in here. I've got the fireboard connected, and then I used a torch to start the fire. So I have not set the set temp yet, so the fan has not kicked on. I'm about to do that. I just wanted to show you how I get this situated before I do that. So this is real easy here. So if you'll look at this, this is gonna be, I'll be cooking on this thing all day long, and this thing is so efficient on fuel. Look at this firebox. I've got the fire brick here, and so I've got an entire, it's hard to see, but down the right side, you can kind of see it in the back, sticking out. So from the front to the back, I've got an entire oak split, and then I've got B&B oak lump charcoal all along it and on top of it. And all I do is use the torch, and I light this very corner right here. You can see it's going, and then slide the whole thing in. And now that I've got the fan connected, shut that down. Sometimes I'll open this little water air valve, but I did not have that open today. I'm just gonna use the fan. I've got to get to trimming and seasoning all the meat, so I'm gonna kick the fan on here as soon as I shut this video off and get all the meat prepared. Just to bring you back real quick, I just put the set point at 250, and then I kind of gradually go up. I'll smoke somewhere between 250 and 275 is what I'll do. It runs perfect. I don't think there's any need in running at 225 or something really low and just making the cook take longer. But yeah, you can feel and hear the fan down here going. So it's on. This temp will start coming up. I mean, this thing doesn't get to temperature quickly, I'll say that, but it chugs along. You can see it coming up. So that's about the speed that it comes up. So plenty of time for me to trim, season meat. By the time I get the meat on here, the temperature will be in the mid 100s, approaching 200, and then it takes a little extra to get to the 250 to 275 point. So I mean, all in all, it probably takes 45 minutes, an hour max to get it to temperature. But like I said, just come out here, start this thing up, get it rolling, and then go inside, get all the meat ready. It's really not a big deal. So anyway, fan's going, coming up to temp. You can kind of see smoke starting to come out the top. We're on our way. Okay, here's a quick shot of one of the briskets just to show it before I put it on. These briskets are going to be sliced for the customers, so presentation-wise, if you were really wanting to present it and have the briskets whole, you could trim it to a more aerodynamic, pretty shape, but I took all the bits off that needed to come off. I do a little bit of mustard as a binder, and then in my rub on briskets, I do salt, pepper, and Lowry's, kind of 50% pepper, 40% salt, and 10% Lowry's. Somewhere in there is kind of how I do my salt and pepper Lowry's mix. But anyway, I'm gonna get this on the smoker. Quick update. I've got 2 briskets and 2 pork butts on. I'm also gonna be putting on a turkey breast, 2 racks of ribs, and some sausage later, but I wanted to get the big meat on here first, so that way I can start cooking since it takes a lot longer. It's just a quick peek. It's kind of going, so smoke will probably be coming out. But briskets, 2 pork butts. We'll load this thing up. I've got some trays down here just to catch drippings a little bit. But anyway, we'll check back. Checking back in on the cook. So I've just wrapped everything. I should have taken a video before wrapping everything, but just to give you an idea of space on the cooker, I wanted to show you. So plenty of room. So there's two racks of ribs up top, We've got a pork butt, turkey breast, and then 2 briskets. So everything's in here. There's tons more room. So just to give you an idea, that's a lot of protein on here, taking up not too much room. It's spaced out nice so it wasn't dripping on each other and spaced out well. But yeah, everything's wrapped up. I'll keep an eye on it. The briskets will probably come off last, pork butts before that, and then the ribs and turkey breast will probably finish up first. Just a tip on the ribs, you know, when you're cooking more than one rack or even just one rack for yourself, something I like doing that I've shown in rib videos before is instead of pulling the membranes off the pork ribs, I always just score the back. So I score the membrane really good and basically takes care of itself. So that way you don't have to waste time pulling the membranes off, just score them real good. Kind of like how you score the fat cap on a pork butt, and those membranes just kind of cook off while you're cooking. But anyway, that's just checking in to show you the room on this smoker. Tons of room. This is the perfect smoker when you're cooking lots of food. I'll bring you back when everything's finished up, but that kind of handles it through this point. All right, there's the turkey breast. I'm gonna slice that up real fast. That's one thing done and completed. Okay, here's the sliced turkey all wrapped up in the foil. That is it for the turkey. Okay, here's the shot of what the pulled pork looks like, or the pork butt. I'm about to shred it, but great bark, tons of juice in the wrap. I'm gonna shred it and get it in the foil tray. Okay, and there's the pulled pork, all done in the tray, ready to go. All right, quick shot of the brisket. The bark turned out amazing. A little bit of pooling, but that's okay. I'll slice this up. Just wanted to show a finished product of what the brisket looked like. All right, and then here's sliced into the fatty spot. I'll show all the slices here in a second in the tray. Good smoke ring, fat render, nice and juicy.